What is up, guys? Ryan Rigg, Fast Electronic and Loud, bringing to you Fast Electronic, and of course Loud, nothing Fast Electronic or Loud, but we'll try to get through this video as quickly as possible. A couple weeks ago, I'd put out my first Q&A. Ask Ryan01 went out, asked you to use the hashtag AskRyan01. Got quite a bit of feedback, a lot of comments. I said we'd feature a lot of those questions during today's new video, which will come out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know you guys had a lot of questions you took to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and used the comments in YouTube. So what I'm going to do, I've got actually all the comments here, and there's quite a few of them because I wanted to answer as many questions as possible. So this may be a longer video, but you should stick through it. You know, you might see your comment pop across the bottom there. So I think we should just go ahead and get into it, get to the questions, and then get to the answers. So I think that's what you guys came here for. I appreciate, like I said, all the support on the channel and for this particular Q&A. It's my first one, and you guys have been asking a lot for it, so I thought we should go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do that together right now. So we got a first question here, WebTech Genius 101. Hey, great video, Ryan. And mind you, I'm reading this directly from my laptop. I got my notes here. You're almost at 18,000 subscribers on Team FEL. That is epic. The question I have is, based on me buying a new tablet in the near future, would you ever buy an Android tablet? I'm curious because I love iOS, but starting to want to try Android as well. Enjoy the new series, Ask Me. That is a good question. I've been on the Apple ecosystem since the very first iPhone came out, since the very first iPad came out. I've been with the iPads. I'd originally started with like PC, you know, and switched to Mac a few years back after graduating graduate school. I'm not real familiar with Android tablets. I know like the Samsung Galaxy Tabs, they look really good. They got really good specs, good performance. Personally, I haven't used one of those, Ty. That's a great question. I don't know if I would ever buy one in the future. I think I should just to try it out. So possibly, yes. Good question, though. Next question here from Ghost Killer. Ask Ryan01. Why don't you do a lot of gaming videos? I think you should do more, and your son, you should do more. But why don't you really do them anymore? Please answer mine. So we'll answer yours. I actually do a lot of gaming videos. Have a separate Gaming for Grandpa channel that's dedicated entirely to charity and gaming, where I've moved all the gameplays to. We've had quite a few comments about people wanting me to bring gameplay videos back to this channel, so I thought I might do that. So let me know down in the comments below. My son does quite a bit of live streaming with Twitch, and that's primarily what he's doing. So if he doesn't have a lot of gameplay videos recorded, he's primarily streaming, so that's why there. A lot of the streamers don't necessarily do gameplay videos, but he's starting to do more gameplay videos, and we will be doing that too, as well as playing with subscribers. So good question, Ghost Killer. Brandon Lynn, how do I start off with YouTube? Like, how am I supposed to start? I mean, how did you start yours, he asked. Ask Ryan01. I started mine. It was one video I took of a virtual tour of a condo I stayed at in Myrtle Beach, uploaded it to YouTube just so other people could see it, my family. Then after that, I did a few random videos, like solving a puzzle at Cracker Barrel and just some random things. Wasn't really ever thinking about YouTube. And then when I got my Dodge Charger RT, I started doing a couple little modifications, thought I'll make a video. And then I'm like, well, we're Fast, Electronic, and Loud. Just kind of, the name kind of came before the content did. You know, I knew that I wanted to keep things, whether it be car related, anything that's pretty much Fast, Electronic, and Loud that will fit in that category. That's what I wanted to try to do. And that's kind of how I got my start. I was working at a college for 6 years and just kind of uploaded a couple videos just for fun, and now it's turning into more than fun and almost a full-time job. So great question, Brandon Lynn. We got another one here. Nicholas Hahn, what kind of editing program do you use? You've inspired me to start my own YouTube channel, Ask Ryan01. The editing software I use right now is Final Cut Pro 10. I use it on my Apple MacBook Pro. Retina display 2014, so started with iMovie, which is kind of funny. I know a lot of people do. Started with iMovie actually on my iPhone before I had my first Mac, and then used iMovie because it was included with Mac, and then about a year ago finally bit the bullet and purchased Final Cut Pro 10. Been editing all the videos with that since. So great question. Really appreciate that, Nicholas. Let's see here. I don't want to butcher the name there. You can see it on the screen. What system do you think is better to get, PS3 or Xbox One? I don't know if they meant PS4 or Xbox One. PS3 or Xbox One, that's a no comparison there. I would get the Xbox One. PS4 versus Xbox One. My personal opinion on that, I have both of them. I like them both. I'm not really a diehard gamer. I like Call of Duty, and DLC content comes out first on Xbox with that, so that would be my choice for Xbox One. Also, being that I own the PlayStation 4, it runs hotter and louder than my Xbox One because that power supply is built into the PlayStation, generates quite a bit of heat. In retrospect, the Xbox is quieter, does have an external power supply, but it's quieter and runs cooler. The graphics, I will say, on PS4 games, most of the titles I play are actually true 1080p, and the graphics do look a little better on the PS4. That's just my opinion. You asked, and I wanted to give you that answer, so there you go. The Mad Knife, he asked, Ask Rhino 1, how did your channel originally take off, start growing? It was just pretty much, a couple subscribers on the car videos and just really trying to get back with everybody that commented on the video, try to answer everyone's question when they reached out to me. Just started trying to be more active with it and be more active with the subscribers, reply to people on Facebook and Twitter. And a lot of you guys say that's something you really like about me and the channel is that I try to reply to everybody. You feel that's a good thing. So it didn't really take off. It just was real slow, it seemed like. I know about this time 2 years ago, I did a surprise video where my son received an iPhone 5 for Christmas. I shot a video of him getting surprised, and that video kind of went semi-viral, 300-something thousand views, not all at once, obviously. And that kind of gave me the idea that maybe I could make more videos like that. And it just kind of blossomed from there. So good question. Another one, John Red 526, he says, what would you do if you ever go big on YouTube? I don't know. My mentor is Lou at Unbox Therapy. He was kind of the reason I saw him and a lot of his videos, and that's why I'd started. What would I do if I ever go big on YouTube? Big, I assume, would be like your other big YouTubers like you're talking about. I'm not sure. I would be excited to have more opportunities to make better content. I would be excited to just make more videos, have more tech, connect with you guys more, have a larger subscriber base, just to have more, just make more friends. I've met quite a few people through YouTube now that I call good friends, and it's been an exciting journey. So one thing I promised myself if I ever got big, I wouldn't forget about everyone that helped me along the way and try to always get back to those comments. That's something I know that won't ever change, As for getting big, I had that goal of 100,000 just to get a plaque on my wall that said YouTube and me. To kind of like my, degrees that I'd received from college. It was just something that kind of I wanted, a personal goal. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks. Great question. I know it's kind of long, but we're getting through it, guys. Bear with us. I just want to try to answer as many as possible. Some only answer a few at these Q&As. I wanted to try to answer as many as possible. So next one, AFX Warfare. What's the furthest you've traveled? I'd say I live in Illinois. The furthest I've traveled from Illinois would be like California, Washington, D.C., or Florida. Never done any international travel. I've been to Canada once when I was younger. Not too far, Alabama, Florida, I'd say. Florida, California would probably be the farthest. Good question. I'd like to go further. From Chinto Made, Ask Rhino 1. When and why did you decide to make YouTube video? By the way, love your videos and good luck on 25K. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'd answer that kind of in another question where I'd made a couple of YouTube videos about my car and like a tour of a suite I'd stayed in, a condo, when I was on vacation years back, and just never really thought about making more videos, just thought about a few and saw other people making YouTube videos and thought, I could do this as well while I was working. So it's just something I did and started really doing a lot. And based on the feedback and the views going up, subscribers going up, comments going up, it let me know things were slowly working, and here we are today. So great question. Steezy, what router do you recommend for gaming and high Wi-Fi traffic? I have here the Netgear Nighthawks are pretty solid. I was going to try one. Asus makes a model that's comparable to the X6. It's actually rated better by CNET. I was thinking about getting that one. Something that's going to have quality of service. You're going to want to have that traffic being prioritized, whether it be gaming or, VoIP, which is voice over internet protocol, talking on the phone basically over internet. You're going to have something to prioritize that traffic. So something quality with good quality with quality of service, like a Cisco router, something that's got a decent amount of RAM in there, or even a processor. So the Netgear Nighthawk, the Asus model, really good routers. Just check CNET. They got some really good reviews for their top routers of 2014. Might answer your question a little better, but try to give you in the direction. I'm using a Cisco Linksys right now, and then I also use the Apple Airport Extreme wireless AC router. Does pretty well, except it does not have quality of service. So good question. Pardon me. Pardon me. All that talking already. Dutch Beast Gamer NL. Ask Rhino 1, Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande? I think I'll take Ariana if that's how you say her name. So that's all I'll say about that. Not for any other reason. I don't know which one. I guess I don't know. I like Ariana Grande. She was on some show awards I saw the other night. Real good performance, so we'll go with her. Let's see. GTG. Ask Rhino1. How do you see yourself in the future as a YouTuber? And when you consider doing anything different as your channel gets bigger? In the future, I just see more vlogs, more videos, trying to do more reviews of products instead of just unboxings and first looks. I want to focus more on tutorials. Want to do a lot more of the car scene with car upgrades, car modifications. Problem is, I live in Central Illinois. It's about 8 months out of the year is good weather. The rest is not, so it kind of changes there. But yeah, I'd like to just see more gaming, more streaming with the channel. Expand the tech content, to more car stuff, more business stuff, more home stuff, just that everybody can use, not what's just mainstream. But great question there. Thank you. Big Bad Bacon, Xbox One or PS4? Get both if you can. Xbox One if you like Call of Duty and you want to get the maps first on DLC. PS4 if you're a little bit bigger fan of graphics and gameplay. Both are great platforms, guys. It almost comes down to personal opinion. We did giveaways for both of those, and we're going to do another one again at 25,000. So if you're excited about that, super thumbs up on the video. Good question, though. And let's see here. Taking a look at another one. I was just checking my mic. Gaming with Hooli 55. What is your all-time favorite system and game? All-time favorite system and game. That's tough. I've been a lot of favorite games. I think one of my favorite systems would probably be like Nintendo, which would have been my first one, just because that was what started it all with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. I remember when my mom brought it home, and my brother and I played for hours, and that was what gaming was all about. So, favorite system, I'm going to go with Nintendo. Favorite game was probably Mario or Duck Hunt, because that's what started it all for me personally. A long time ago, because I'm 34. Let's see here. The Danger Dane. Also, what keeps you so motivated? That's a good question, Danger Dane. I went to college, University of Illinois, for 6 years, graduated, taught my class with a master's degree in computer science. My GPA when I graduated was a 3.92. I went even further and joined the University of Illinois alumni and put DTR M&D on my license plate for determined. I feel like I've been determined my whole life. I'm highly motivated by friends and family and really motivated by comments and other people out here on YouTube, but just overall in life, I'm just a very motivated, goal-driven person. I have things I want to achieve, and I set out to do them. My grandfather was a real hard worker, instilled hard work in me at a young age. The value of a dollar I learned at a young age by working. But yeah, just, financial freedom down the road, want to be able to put my son through college, and not take student loans like I did. So that's what keeps me motivated, just to keep making great content, on YouTube, as well as just keep excelling in business outside of YouTube. Because if you guys didn't know, I run my own business outside of YouTube. So, Slonky ZA, I know we're getting through a lot of questions, but like I said, guys, wanted to give you guys a lot of answers. So, hey Ryan, what's your favorite Mountain Dew flavor? Ask Ryan01 or Ask Ryan. My favorite one is just standard, regular issued Mountain Dew. I've tried Code Red, it's all right. And they've got some other Mountain Dews, but I just like Mountain Dew as it stands. Prefer a fountain soda over bottle. Prefer can over bottle. We'll take bottle if I have to. We'll take the bottle if I have to, like a baby. No. But prefer a can, like in the fridge. In my refrigerator, I keep Mountain Dew all the time. So you guys see sometimes in my videos, I have that too. So, and then another question here, Rocks Gaming. Thank you for your question, by the way. Ask Ryan, why did you start a YouTube channel? And do you love your subs? Happy holidays. Yes, I do love my subs. Without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be the beautiful Team FEL Nation. And without you guys, we wouldn't do amazing Xbox One and PS4 giveaways. That's out of my own money. So to answer your question, do I love my subs? I think so, very much so. Why did I start a YouTube channel? It seemed like the thing to do just for fun, back in '09 when the account opened, just to upload a couple videos. Then I saw other YouTubers like Lou at Unbox Therapy. I'm like, there's people who are making a career out of this. And I thought I could make a part-time one out of it. So, and that's kind of what I'm working on now, except it's investing full-time hours into it between 3 YouTube channels now. So great question, Rocks Gaming. Try Hard Moves. What made you take the path of YouTube? It's not like a path I do full-time. I've got it is, but it has been lately. I have a business outside of YouTube where we focus on IT and home theater and different things like that. I got certified with Cisco. I got a master's degree in computer science. So there's a lot of things I can do, and I'm able to put those to work, using my mind or my knowledge of, past systems. I worked at a community college for 6 years, actually designed and built, the network there, the wireless network, maintained that, worked on new buildings, new installations, things like that for our internet, for our network, so to speak. So was, like I said, wanted to upload videos to YouTube to share with friends and family. And then, like I said, I had seen some other videos and thought maybe I could really do this. So good question. Black taco sauce. Here's my question. What's your preferred game type, style, and genre? Example. Do you prefer fast-paced competitive FPS, question-based, cooperative MMOs? Just curious, that's all. My preferred game type is going to be like Call of Duty, first-person shooter. I do like racing games as well, like Forza 5, Forza Horizon 2. Been playing a lot of the new The Crew. Always was a big fan of Need for Speed, so definitely like the racing games, the shooter games, Call of Duty. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty, so that's my answer for that one. Good question. Brandon Shida, when did you first start FEL and how can I join? FEL was actually an acronym, Fast Electronic and Loud, when I decided to call the channel Fast Electronic and Loud. And then about a year ago is when it came to me like, oh, FEL, like Team FEL. And then it dawned on me, let's use FEL, Fast Electronic and Loud. Absolutely, Brandon, you can join FEL. All you got to do is just be a subscriber. Now everyone's Team FEL. It's not something per se. I mean, we have players that, represent the Team FEL name when they game, but we don't have an official Team FEL like traveling team yet. Something we're working on that takes time. You can join the Team FEL Nation anytime just by being a subscriber and friend of the channel, and you're all treated the same, and that's how we love to have you. So you are in. You're already there. You're answering questions and subscribing. So thanks, Braden. Delusion Gaming, do you even stunt, bro? I don't know if he meant like, do you ever swear, bro? And that was auto-corrected. So let's answer it as face value. Do you even stunt? I got a Dodge Challenger SRT8, and some people would say I'm out stunting in that. I don't know. I've stunted when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, if you stunting. But do I even swear, maybe, if that's what it was trying to say? I'm not sure which. Off camera, yes. On camera, no. I try to maintain a positive image in case kids watch this, parents of those kids. I just want Team FEL, Fast Electronic and Loud, me, my channels, I just want them to be positive. I want them to be for all audiences, all ages, and just try to avoid, anything that's just could be offensive to anybody. So that's how I roll. Good question. Do you even stunt? I'm not sure if that's it or even swear. Jasper Seeley, do you have any professions and what jobs you had in the past? Do I have any professions? Yes, I'm an IT professional, network security professional, network professional. I'm a dad professional, computer professional. I like to consider myself a YouTuber. What jobs have I had in the past? 6 years, I was doing like basically network administration for a college. I've been a store manager of a Sprint cell phone store, did that for a couple of years. Was actually in the cell phone business for about 10 years, between cell phones and cars. So I've always been either selling phones, selling cars, managing cell phone stores, managing stores, or recently when I did IT work before I graduated with a master's degree in computer science, and now I own my own company and I focus on like IT and home theater and branding and social media and even now some video editing and production. So excited about that. Good question. Dario Martinez, Ask Rhino One, what's the best Xbox One game? Holy cow, that's hard to answer. Right now, The Crew is epic. Destiny's great. I love Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. Ghosts is great. Forza Motorsports 5 is awesome. Forza Horizon 2 is awesome. Master Chief Collection, a lot of people say is good. There's so many great titles right now. That's really hard. Good question, man. A decade drift. My question is, how did you start a YouTube channel and how did you decide on what content to upload? Kind of answered this earlier. Just wanted to start something, and with the theme of Fast Electronic and Loud, anything that would fit in there, because I had a car, Dodge Charger RT. I'd modified it. It was somewhat fast. It was electronic, and it was loud, and that it had loud exhaust and a loud stereo. From there, I just wanted things that kind of fell into that category, whether they be at home, your office, your business. And that's just kind of where that started. So good question there. Pardon me. Tony Hendry. Ryan, what's your favorite video game ever? Mine's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm going to say my favorite one ever. It's probably going to be Mario Brothers, just because that's what I started with. Super Mario Brothers back on Nintendo. Back in 1987, because I'm old, 34. That was my favorite ever. Omar says, what's your favorite gaming controller of all time? I've been a fan of my Son Scuff gaming controller. I've used only Xbox 360, Xbox One. I'll tell you what a good-looking controller was. The old Sega, not Dreamcast, but the old Sega Genesis Big with 3 buttons. That was kind of a cool-looking controller. If you were to ask me now, I would say like the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare controller looks really good. The T. Martin Scuff controller looks epic. I'm a big fan of that, the T. Martin one. So I would say the Scuff looks really good. Cinch controllers, they look pretty good too. And then Yasas, I don't want to butcher the last name there. Ask Ryan, favorite tech of 2014 or favorite social media app? Favorite tech of 2014? That's a tough one. My favorite's probably going to be just, I'm going to say my MacBook Pro just because I use it a lot. It got the upgrades, new video with Retina display, and that's my favorite tech. Favorite social media app? Mine's going to probably be Facebook. I'm going to answer that's Facebook. I like that the most because I have a personal Facebook and then business Facebook. So good question. Like I said, guys, I'm looking down at my laptop at these questions and I'm trying to pop them up there for you guys through the power of video editing. So X Fusion Vortex here. Ask Rhino 1, what inspired you to start YouTube and when did you start? The actual channel was started in 09 just to upload one video. It's not when I say I got my official start. I say my official start was about 2 years ago when I did a video, just a couple little car videos. You can go back and look at them if you like. That'd be cool. And then my son getting surprised with an iPhone 5. What inspired me to start? Lou at Unbox Therapy. Seeing channels like him, just watching him and his videos and how he did things. I was like, man, there's so many things I like about this guy and so similar. And I've shouted him out many times, many videos. He's favored a few things for me on Twitter. Has offered a few kind words here and there. So really appreciate the support just that he's given, to all his fans, but just the vision, of seeing this, that it could happen. So good question. Another one here. Don't want to, like I said, don't want to butcher anybody's names. Ask Rhino 1, what's your favorite video game and your first console? First console was regular Nintendo. Favorite game would be the Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. It came together on one game. Love the Super Mario Brothers. I think that's what all great games spawn from, even though like Atari, and I had that back in the day too, before that, and even at the time in Nintendo. But Nintendo really was ahead of its time when it came out. And, with the gun and Duck Hunt, I loved it. So, do you play with subscribers? We do, and we've done some live stream with subscribers. Problem is, there's a lot of internet trolls. So all of a sudden, like 2 weeks ago, we did a live stream. Somebody broadcast our public IP, then started flooding my router, and then killed the stream. Or just negativity about the channel or me during the stream or comments. So it kind of takes away from the positive experience. I'm playing with subscribers so hard to organize with everyone's time. So I'm going to start working on that. Or maybe we just decide, I just make a decision on what day and time. And if you can join, great. And if you can't, then maybe you can catch the next one's probably how we'll do that. Good question, though. Another one. Hey, Ryan, if you got married, will there be any changes to the gaming channels? No, if anything, it'd be more content, more gameplay, and more vlogs, too, with more people. So nothing will change for the negative. It would only be positive. But good question, though. Hugo Garcia, hi. Name a singer that you can't stand the sound of. And also, he says, you have a master's degree in science and computer science. Why YouTube? Well, I have a business outside of this, Hugo, where I can use the skills that I have with my degree. I use some of those skills now with my degree on YouTube and for other people. And those degrees are kind of like my backup too. When other things don't work out, I have those to fall back on. YouTube's fun for me. I enjoy it. It's something I have a passion for. It's not where I make my money from, so I don't have to do what other YouTubers do to try to make a buck on YouTube because I make my money elsewhere. So I love it, and I love the fans. I love comments. I love the questions. And I generally really love making videos and editing them. I get excited. You guys can tell. You guys should know by all the Instagram and everything I post. So I know you're not trying to insult me by like, hey, you have a master's degree in computer science, but why YouTube? But it's my backup. It's what I got. It's what I do. So, but good question. Lucas Roney says, Ron, aka Ron, past giveaway winner too. What are your future goals on YouTube in 2015 and why the channel called RRig2? Future goals in YouTube 2015. I'd like to see 50,000 subscribers across all the channels. I'd like to see the Gaming for Grandpa channel really blow up because that's for charity. I'd like to see that blow up the most. I'd like to see my son's channel blow up the most just because that's my son. He's 13. He's having fun with YouTube and he's nearing 7,000 subscribers and partnered with Full Screen. So he's got some pretty good opportunities going for him, I think. Why the channel called RRig2? Well, back in the day, YouTube was just YouTube. You needed a username. My username was RRig2 at the time. And I remember at a time when YouTube gave you one chance, and I look back like, oh man, to change your URL to something, and that was before the Google Plus integration. And I wasn't really doing a whole lot with YouTube. It was still new to me, and I think by clicking things, basically locked down that RRig2 username as my URL. So RRig2 was actually my username for when I was in college. I use that for almost everything. So you can try to use it now, but the credentials don't work. So everything was like RRig2, my college credentials and then YouTube. It just made sense. Looking back now, I wish I had changed that because Fast, Electronic, and Loud does not exactly go with RRig2. Now, the advantage of RRig2 is that it is a very short name after youtube.com, and my name is Ryan. My last name is Rig, R-Rig, too. But there's just no way now to integrate, to change that. I wish I could. Maybe if I got like 1 million subscribers one day, I could con YouTube into changing that URL. I know like Austin Evans, I think his now says youtube.com Austin Evans, and before it was Duncan3303, but he had a choice, like we all had a choice to change that URL at some point, so he must have just got to his. But great question. Yeah, I know, I'm bummed about it, but R-Rig too, I know. Fast Electronic and Loud, R-Rig too. Ryan Rig, I don't know what to do. Leave me some comments or suggestions, maybe what your guys' thoughts on what I could do about that. That would be cool. Richard McRich asked Ryan, why didn't you choose to be a policeman or something else that you aren't? That's a good question, a different, interesting way to word that. Why didn't I choose to be a policeman? I don't know. That's not something I chose. Or something else you aren't. That's tough. I mean, you choose what you choose in life. I know growing up I wanted to be like an accountant or a lawyer just because I had other family doing that. Had some family in police work. I don't know. Like, I thought at one point I wanted to be a professional golfer when I was younger because I love golfing and I was on the golf team and won quite a bit of trophies here in my town. So it was always something that was exciting to me. But yeah, I just ended up doing what I did. Graduated college, worked at a college. Contract ended there and just started my own business. So I, eventually have goals to get out to California and work in Silicon Valley and put my master's degree to use. I'm only 34 right now. My son graduates high school in about 4.5 years. So we'll just kind of see what the future holds. But great question there. We're getting through. We're almost done. Like I said, wanted to answer as many as I could possible. Where some of the other people out there that do these Q&As may only answer a few questions and it's a short video. So bear with me if you've made it through this all the way. Your question might have been there, and if it hasn't, I'm sorry. And it might still come up because I have a few more. Robbie Bandini, Fast Slick Loud. What's your favorite Call of Duty game in COD history? Ask Rhino 1. I'm going to probably go with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I really enjoyed that a lot. I worked the hardest and got the furthest in that game with like diamond guns and things like that. Really enjoyed World at War and like the MP40, just the classic. Ghost was okay. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I'm not a big fan. I like it, but I'm not a big fan of it compared to Ghosts. Ghosts I didn't like in comparison to like Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 4 is okay. Yeah, those are pretty. My favorite, though, is probably going to be Black Ops 2, I think. Good question. Fel Dave, ask Rhino 1, when are you going to stream on Twitch? I use the Elgato HD60. It's supposed to have Stream Command built in for Mac. It's not supported yet. So you guys can let me know with Mac what would be a good way to stream on Twitch. I could use the Xbox One directly with the Kinect camera, but it's just kind of, the experience is subpar. I use Mac. I'm not going to buy a PC just to run OBS and things like that. I had a really nice Dell XPS 8500, and then I gave it to my son, so I'm not going to take it back. I might start doing some stream, but like I said, it starts getting real negative real quick, and I don't know why. And to be honest with you, I don't really have time for all that negativity. So I should try it out more because I know you guys say it would help, and you guys want to see that. And so maybe we just need more moderators then that can help control that. So we'll see how that goes. Good question, though. Thank you, Fel Dave. Fel Dave. The Clown HD, ask Rhino 1, what's your favorite Call of Duty? I'll answer that again. I'm going to say Black Ops 2. I like Ghost, so Advanced Warfare is okay. Modern Warfare 4 was alright. World at War was really cool. Because that was like my first Call of Duty title I got was World at War. I really liked that and played with friends. That's the whole reason why I bought an Xbox. So Xbox 360 Pro, yeah, 60 gig. Actually, I have it sitting right to my left of me. Rock Riss, Rick Ross, ask Ryan, will you ever play with Xbox with subscribers? If so, when? It seems like every time I stream or do something, we had someone use a Skype resolved our IP address and flooded our router with packets and then killed the stream, killed the connection pretty much for the whole night until I had to call Comcast, change the IP address. It's so frustrating because I run a business outside of all of this that I rely heavily on my internet connection, so it really affected my business. So when YouTube started impacting my own business and just for streaming and gaming, I want to support it, want to do it. Maybe you guys tell me down below how we could handle that better. But I definitely want to set up some dates and times so we can all get together and play. So I think it'd be fair to you guys, and we'll just have to deal with it how it goes. You know what I mean there? So good question, Rock Riss or Rick Ross, or I'm going to go with Rock Riss because that's what it says, but it just makes me think of Rick Ross. So good question. Louise says, ask Ryan, what are your long-term goals with the channel? Originally when I set out to do this, I just wanted to see 100,000 subscribers. not to have the number just because YouTube awards a plaque for 100,000. I worked really hard in school and graduated multiple college degrees, and they're all displayed on my wall. My grandfather passed August 2013 from Alzheimer's, and I actually have his master's degree hanging above mine. There's just another space opened up, and I would just love to see that silver play button from YouTube. Just kind of reward myself for my hard work, for my personal goals with this. And that's what I'd like to see, and just all the amazing people and friends I've met along the way. And I've seen you, Louise, on a lot of comments, a lot of tweets. So I really appreciate that support. Thank you. Great question. Another question here, Titan. Fast Like Loud, how much approximately have you spent in the past 2 years? Team Fel, Ask Rhino1, Team Fel Nation. I've spent quite a bit in the past 2 years. I think you're probably asking how much have I spent towards YouTube. A lot of the products I buy, sometimes I use for work outside of YouTube or just want to have personally because I enjoy tech and gadgets. I would definitely say I've spent more than I probably wanted to. I've sold some things, like I buy things and then the new version comes out and I'll sell the old one and get the new one. I'm always kind of updating and upgrading things like that. How much approximately have you spent in the past 2 years? We'll just go with quite a bit. I don't think we should put a number behind there. If you're looking for I just don't feel comfortable answering a specific number. Approximately, I would say it's less than 10,000. But like I said, that's all other business expense stuff too. So specifically for YouTube, I buy these things, but I use them, so they're not really just for YouTube. I would use them anyway. So it's really kind of a tough question to answer. Probably just a lot. I spent a lot. How about that? I spent more than I wanted to. I got a few credit card bills last year. You could see maybe I spent more than I wanted, but I paid them, and it is what it is. But good question, though. Important question. And then, let's see. Dave Martini asked, what would you ask my friend Ryan? Ask Ryan, when are you going to stream on Twitch? Like we talk about Dave, Fel Dave. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that more. I'm hoping that Elgato comes through with stream command support for Mac so I can bring in an overlay and a face cam, but I haven't seen that happening anytime soon. So maybe you guys can let them know after this video, long Q&A, and be like, yo, he needs some help. Everyone else that wants it. I use Mac, so if somebody has a real proficient streaming method that I can bring an overlay and a camera, please let me know in the comments below. I know there was quite a bit of questions, a very long video, and if you made it all the way through, you're amazing. But like I said, you guys asked for this video. You asked all the questions, and I wanted to answer quite a bit, as many as I really could. So that's why it's a little bit longer video. A little bit longer to edit, longer to upload, but you guys know I'm all about the quality over quantity here. So for example, like my gameplay videos, those average 15 minutes. Those are 6, 7, 8 gig. I've rendered those out into full. I use the highest upload quality settings possible when I render them. If you go to youtube.com and you can search advanced encoding options for high quality uploads, there's standard quality uploads and high quality. I use the settings for the high quality. It makes my files extremely large. My upload time is extremely long, but it makes for amazing gameplay videos. And all of our gameplays have been in 60 frames now with the new YouTube 60 frame support. So, but if you guys were excited about Q&A, you might have saw your question there. And if you did, I really appreciate that. If you didn't, don't worry. We'll probably get to it on the next round. Probably doing this, revisiting this topic and this idea maybe every 2-3 months, as we grow, gain new people have new questions. So had one of the questions asked me how old I was. I'm 34. I'd already answered that. I was like, answered in the comments like I normally wouldn't. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to come back and answer that. So like I said, I gave it a couple weeks. Appreciate everybody that participated, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, that use the hashtag AskRhino1. We'll be doing AskRhino2 here probably in the next couple of months, probably February-ish or March, somewhere around there. But if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the answers, let me know in the comments below. If there's some other question you had, I'd be happy to answer that real quick in the comments below. So if you want to leave a comment, please do. That is your choice to click the thumbs down button. If you do, I'm sorry. I don't know why you did. If you're subscribed, let me know why you clicked the thumbs down. Leave me some feedback. Maybe there's something I could fix for you. If you're just trolling the channel and thumbs down them anyway, I can't control that. So real genuine person, real genuine people. Team Fel Nation's real. You guys asked for this video and I wanted to deliver it. And I wanted to answer as many questions as possible and not just single out a few questions and move on with it. So it's a really interactive Q&A, and that I answered quite a bit of questions from quite a bit of users. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. If you have other questions, like I said, drop a comment down below. I'll try to get back to you when I can. You can always reach out to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I've had some people say they sent me private messages on Facebook and then blasted our Facebook page and said, well, I'm unsubscribing, you never reply. I'm like, we never got your message for one, and I try to reply to almost everybody, and you guys know that. So try to stay positive and upbeat here. Fast Electronic and Loud. Just put up new channel art for the channel, new channel icon. I designed that and built that myself. So guys, check that out. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you want to see in 2015. But if you watch this all the way through, you're amazing in itself. I really appreciate that. I know it's a long video, but if you really watched it all the way through, just comment the word season pass in the comments below. But my name is Ryan Rigg, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I answered your question. If I didn't, leave one in the comments below, and maybe we'll revisit this in a couple of months for Ask Ryan 02. But if I could, please thumbs up on the video. Help me get to 25,000 subscribers by December 25th, and I'll reward 2 people with one, an Xbox One, the other with a PS4 at random, and another Xbox One PS4 giveaway by your boy, Ryan Rigg, a.k.a. FEL Determined, a.k.a. Ryan Vlogs 2, a.k.a. Gaming for Grandpa, a.k.a. 3 YouTube channels. Team FEL Nation is real. It is a conglomerate with my brother FEL Skai, my son FEL Deziire. Check out the channels. They're on the featured channels, just on the right side of our YouTube channel. Check that out. Visit the website anytime. You can buy some wristbands if you guys like. But like I said, appreciate all the support. Hope I answered your question here. If not, leave one below. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.